Hey good people, how's it going? I hope you guys are well and everything is good and this video reaches you in great health. So yeah, today I really wanted to talk about the meaning of death. I know it's one of those ones, isn't it? Like, really, Cassandra, but I feel like it's something that needs to be explored and understood in a way that it lessens the blow to some extent. It's just a philosophy, it's just a theory. I don't know. It may work, it may not work, who knows? But I find that especially like over the lockdown and the pandemic and a lot of people losing their loved ones or just having these health scares, you know, death has really been put in our face like it could be you. At one time at any point in our life it is gonna be us, you know, at some point, should I say, it's gonna be us. But yeah, just having people close to me pass away and people who are close to me and their people passing away, it has made me think about how can I get to a better understanding of what death is here to teach us, what it means, and how we can function through the process of grieving, you know. Because I think, like, before I used to be a person that was like, I never used to think about death or anything, because the last death that I experienced of someone being close to me was my granddad, and that was many years ago. I was about 4 or 5 years old. So anyone else that has passed away, yes, it's affected me, but in the sense of anybody in my immediate family or even close to my family, it was a long time until my auntie passed away about 5 to 6 years ago. And then that was another big blow to the family. And then after that, like, it's just been ongoing and ongoing, in the sense of just friends, family friends, people that I've known for a long time, or my friends, their family members have been passing away. Or just even now, it's like you're more sensitive to just death. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even need to know the person. You can just hear about it and think, jeez. And before, I think I was a bit more resilient or had a bit more of an armor towards those things, but it's made me become a bit more vulnerable to the feeling and the emotion of what death brings about and what it brings up for you. So I wanted to explore, how can I understand this in a way where I can explain it to somebody else, where we could try and find a new way of understanding what death is all about. And I think for myself, I gave the analogy of like death being your clothes inside out. I don't know, but in a way that is still, if your clothes are on the right way around, that's life, and if your clothes are on the inside out, that's death. But they're two of the same thing. And you know what, we rejoice when someone's born, and we rejoice when someone gets married, and we rejoice when someone gets a new job or something amazing happens or someone's birthday comes about. But we mourn and we're sad and all these things when someone dies. But shouldn't we not change shouldn't we change the way we think and reframe it into celebrate that person that has passed, rejoice in their life, give thanks that you was able to experience a part of your life with them? Because if you believe in a higher power of life, that means you know that everything you're experiencing in this moment is set in alignment. It's meant to happen. It's supposed to be. So if we are aware of this and we've had someone pass away who was a part of our life for a long period of time, we have to think, wow, I got to experience life with them. Do you know what I mean? And God willing, Most High willing, I may experience death with them, because we don't know what happens when we pass on in our earthly bodies. We don't know where our energy goes, what it's transforming to, whatever. We don't know. And the fact that we don't know, in the things that we do know, we have to rejoice and celebrate that moment of time that we shared with that person. And I'm not saying that we then dismiss grief, we dismiss depression, but I'm trying to find tools and coping mechanisms in order for us to still function whilst going through the motions of what we're feeling. Do you get what I mean? And I think it's important to explore this, because the frequency and the high intensity of people passing away is really like in our face at the moment, and this is leading to mental unwellness. It is leading to people mourning and grieving and not knowing how to function. They don't understand, and I think what it is, that's what's not being understood, is like, how do I continue my life without this person here? How do I remove this pain that I feel here or anywhere in my body, and still be able to live a full life? How? So when you hear the word of how, it's like, well, you're looking for some form of tool, some sort of clue, something to help with the process. And I believe it's important. See, the things, when we're feeling good, we want to eat good, we want to go out, we want to work out, we want to be around people. And I think it's important. Watch the sun now just come and no, we want to let me just I lost my train of thought. We want to go out, we want to function, we want to be happy, we want to socialise and all these things. But when we are down and we're mourning or we're feeling a loss for someone, I think we think it's easier to just go inside. But we don't even go inside in a healthy way. We go inside in a destructive way. It's like we internalize the pain, and then it's like we punish ourselves for the loss of somebody else. But if we was to look at it in a different way, and we chose to reframe that and look at it in a more abundant way, and look at death in a way that it's here to teach us how to love more, to align ourselves more, to not take the moment for granted. And usually when someone passes away, it stirs up something in us. So it calls us into action, it calls us into action, whether that's phoning somebody that we needed to speak to, going somewhere that we've been putting off, doing something that we've been procrastinating on. It calls us into action, and it makes us see results. I don't think that's the big picture of death, but we have to still offer death love, I think that's important, is to give that love to death. And I don't mean like if somebody murders somebody. I don't mean if somebody, like a big massacre of destruction that's created by man. I'm not speaking about that. I'm talking about the essence of death itself, what that means to life, because they're two of the same thing, and the seasons show you this. When the trees lose their leaves and they go back down and they wither back down into the earth, they are combining themselves back into the soil, to renew themselves and cycle again. So now they become a different part of the tree, They still give that nutrition back to the earth. So it's a full cycle. It's a never-ending cycle. What we can't come to comprehend is that I can't physically see, touch, nor feel this person that I once was able to do that with. And we have to find a way, a foundation where we can build ourselves up to say, you know what? Yes, this person isn't physically here, but the memories are still here. And I can celebrate their existence, their life, in the absence of them not being here. It's just like a moment, a memory. Think of a time when you went on holiday and you just had a bombastic time. You're on the beach, the waves, you can hear the ocean, you're drinking rum punch, music's blazing, you feel good. That's a moment. But you can go back into your memory bank and relive that. So if you've had good experiences with the person that has passed on, why not go into your memory bank and relive those experiences when you need to? It will help. It will help with the process. I think personally, this is all philosophy. It's not fact. I think it will help with the process in moving and healing through the hurt and the pain and the loss. Because that's ultimately what it is. We're mourning the loss of something, of someone who is dear to our hearts. But we have to understand the essence of death and what it does for us, and how we can connect to death in a way. So when we are faced with it, whether it's a loved one or someone or anyone or even ourselves. You know, we could be on our deathbed not being told we've only got so many hours or months to live or something. How do we create peace? You know, how do we find peace in that feeling, in that motion, so we don't destroy ourselves by thought, by physical, by spiritual, by emotional? You know, the tears can form. I'm not saying that you dismiss grieving or you just dismiss feeling sad, but also honor the fact that that person lived. Honor the fact that you are able to feel the emotion. Honor the fact that you still matter and you need to take care of yourself also. Do you get what I mean? Because if we don't do these things, yeah, and we go into the darkness, yeah, where it's not where we're trying to be safe, it's where we're destroying ourselves, because nothing grows when you're not feeding it, you're not nurturing yourself, you're not taking care of yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? You like, even if a seed is in darkness and it's planted in the soil is giving it nutrition. So that's how it's able to grow. But if you're in darkness and say you're consuming yourself with addictions, negativity, there's no growth there. You know, it's like you're tormenting yourself. You're creating your own horror movie and living in it and staying in it. You know, that doesn't, that where, you know, do you want to get tickets to go and watch that? You know? So it's about understanding and finding the balance of how you feel and say, how can I balance this out in a way where it's a form of a creation and it's a form of destruction, but I'm able to dance with the both of them. I'm able to honor the feelings that I'm feeling. I'm able to move. And sometimes when we feel how we feel, we become so rigid, so stiff, so like this, that we forget to move and we don't allow the emotions and the energy to flow through us. So if we need to cry, we can cry and release and feel great. And if we need to just be still, we can be still and also feel great and feel peace. You know what I mean? It's not even about greatness. It's about the essence of peace and feeling that and knowing that no matter what's going on around me, I am okay. And I have peace. The same way we tell people that have passed on, rest in peace. Why not we live in peace within our own embodiment of who we are? Why are we so quick to hand over love and abundance and gratitude and tears and sadness to someone that has passed on, but don't offer ourselves the essence of feeling what we need to feel? Why are we not offering ourselves peace, comfort, nurture? Do you know what I'm saying? It's a process and we have to go through the processes of life and how we feel. But if we learn to dance with the rhythms and the essence and the understanding and the objective of death, I think we'll come to a new understanding of life. Yeah. It's still something to be thought on, you know, because I don't want people to feel as though someone's just passed away, you expect me to just not care. No, you care, and this is the thing, this is why you care because you're offering yourself peace. You care because you're choosing to take care of yourself. You care because you're going to eat a good meal. To me, I think examples of not caring is when you destroy yourself. You're not living for the person that's passed on, and you're not living for yourself. So that's like to me, it's an objective of us saying, you know what, I don't care. And these are my aims and my objectives, you know. So, yeah, this is like, I'll say this is a part one because I feel like this is a great discussion that I would love to have with people, just to really understand more about death and what that is. Yeah. So thank you guys for listening, and if you made it this far, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to. Share with a friend, somebody that you could be going through something, and maybe this will offer them some form of upliftment, incitement, or, you know, just like provoke a thought, you know. And this is what it's all about. Sometimes we have to speak about things, sometimes the uncomfortable things, to find understanding. So yeah. Stay divine, stay excellent. Should we say that again? Stay divine, stay excellent, and let love guide you. Peace.